So for today's video, we're going to be shooting behind the scenes content, and we're going to be talking about a couple of different ways you can do it, and we're going to be sort of talking about them and what we like and what we don't like. So we have our main camera here, and we have our behind the scenes camera here, and you can shoot vertical or you can shoot horizontal, and I think a majority of you will probably be shooting horizontal, but let's just go ahead and see what we can get behind the scenes before the sun goes down on us. So for our first method here, we have an articulating arm on a fish mount rig, and we're gonna be going into our widescreen video here, and it's just sort of clips in like so, and you'll notice there's a bit of a bounce to it, and we are not able to, take that out. I could try to tie this, or I could try to fix this, but I found it's just more, like I sort of hate this device, but for $6, can certainly do the trick. I'm assuming it's got my field of view in here, but let's go ahead and see. We'll switch to photo here, and let's let's get closer to what we're trying to do here. So I'm gonna go this way. I'm gonna shoot some stuff with this. Okay. Can I use the viewfinder? Oh, this is what it looks like when I use the viewfinder. These photos are bad. These photos are bad. I'm noticing the rig is bouncing quite a bit. All right, so that is that rig right there. We'll see how it does. That's also part of why I hate it, right there. All right. What do we got next? All right. We got a chesty rig here. It's a GoPro mount. I think I'll like this one a little bit better just because it ain't gonna bounce on me. But if I bring the camera up to my face, there's a high probability it's gonna look a little different than it probably should. All right, so this is the mount we'll be using. We'll just pop it on like so. I can even go backwards, save a few centimeters, I guess. All right, so here we are with the chest rig all done up, and the thing that I like already about it is I could just go like this, and I could check it. I can look at it versus the other mount, which is a little worse at it. So, just taking a look at what we got here. I think it'll be a good sort of, like if I tuck my arms in and shoot, I think this could be good. If I bring it up to my face, there's no way it sees that, So I'm thinking this is how you would do it. You would, you'd sort of frame up and shoot like this. That's probably the way to go. Beautiful. So this is the chest rig. I bet there's more you can do. Like you could probably work in your case here, and you're gonna be able to do more. But I'd like to move on to our next behind the scenes. So let's get into that next. All right, so I've got my small rig cage, and then an articulating NATO arm with a hot shoe adapter for a cell phone holder. So this is going to give us, I think, the most unique sort of look that we can do here. So I can have it facing down towards the camera. So I'm going to turn it on now, and this is going to give us a totally different look. I think this might be more of like a cinematic, you know, this is like for shooting video. It could be definitely interesting, but yeah, I'm very excited. So I'm gonna switch it over to video mode here. This is the cool part about this rig, is we're getting a unique angle, and it's gonna hold the camera in place until you do the articulating motion, so we could see some interesting sorts of movements, you know? So I don't know if that'll be cool or not. I could definitely face this so it's oriented forward. So we have a piece of the lens, and then, you know, just use it as you'd actually use the handle. So that way you could do a little bit more. And I think this is nice because I'm not wearing anything. You know, the chest rig, the fisherman rig, I'm not so sure about those. We're gonna do one more setup, and it's going to use the same hot shoe here, this Manfrotto hot shoe and phone. So we'll come back. All right, so we're adding a top handle, so we can add the cold shoe off the back to face the viewfinder. It is upside down, so you'll have to flip it in post, but filming wide with this is probably your best bet. So I'm gonna start a new record here, and we need to bring back the sky. Bring back the sky. So that's all the way. So I need ND. I need ND, and it looks weird. You know, look at this. This is kind of wild. But, you know, I think this is sort of the coolest way to go, run and gun. You know, you could just be filming, and, well, it's not a level shot. And you probably want to cheat it over a little bit. This is a cool shot. I don't know. So you could do the same thing with a Noga arm here, but I'm just doing it with this hot shoe and using the phone mount in this way, so I'm getting this much space between my screen. But yeah, that's just 4 great ways to go about it. Like I said earlier, to recap, I am not a fan of this. I'm not a fan of this very cheap fisherman mount, but it is cheap, you know? So if you just want to get in the game, that's a great way to do it. The chesty rig was great. I thought that worked really well. And, you know, obviously the articulating arm was kind of interesting, and, you know, this viewfinder of the back is probably my favorite. So I hope this video helped you decide the way you want to shoot your behind the scenes content. Leave a comment if I left a method out. I'm sure there are some, like, you know, putting something on a ball cap or getting an action camera. You name it. So leave a comment, drop a like, and if this video helped you, please subscribe, and I will catch you on the next video.